Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and yeah, last episode I spent many hours making this. Actually, many hours making all the iron and the various things to make this. We're missing one bit, however, and I have just completed a bloom. So we can process this up. Let me just try and find a little bit more charcoal. I have got more. It's not a problem. But we need to process this, refine it, and all the good stuff that we need to normally do when we do this. We're going to need 4 ingots of this to make a tier, because we need a double sheet for an iron tier, and then we can get on and actually start making steel. Well, pig iron actually is the first stage. So yeah, this is that's the plan for today, really. Make some steel. Everything's starting to look, if I get a chance I may actually have a basher started on this new stairway as well. But that will all depend on the steel, because we need to make 14 ingots of it before we can even use it, and I can only make 1 ingot at a time in there. So it'll give you an idea of the kind of grind this is going to take. We have still got plenty of hematite here, so I think that's every 3 is 12, so that's 12, 24. 12, 24. There's 48. 48 plus another 12 is 60, plus this 14 and a bit, and then we're into oddments. So we're not bad. We're not too desperate at this stage. We just need this to get up to the point where we can work it. So I'm going to get that refined. I'll get some ingots going, and I will do the sheets, because the sheets, we've seen us do sheets before. Sheets is fairly easy. The only other thing I've done between episodes was I have moved this in here. I took the eggs out, ate them actually, ate the eggs. And I've moved these 3 are now all in here. We've got 2 fertilized in there, 1 fertilized in there, and yeah. So, and lots of baby chickens. But yeah, I'll get this done and I will be back. Alright, we've got the 2 sheets, so let us get those welded quickly while we can. And we are going to make a tier, which is a... No. Bend, not quite. Bend, no. Bend. There we go. Tier, got you. So we can turn you off. That's the first thing, and the tier will go in here. Now that has a durability, so let us, which is why I went, you can use any tool metal, so I could have done that with copper, bronze, you name it, I could have used it. But as it has a durability and a usage, I decided that the better doing it in iron than iron than a lower durability metal, because I'm just gonna have to make it again sooner, which obviously is, you know, kind of counterproductive really. Let me just eat you, because you are... Oh, did I hear the sounds of an Enderman bouncing around in my garden? Probably. Yeah, let me top up. Bump. So we have everything we need to make iron now. I need some more flux. I've got flux in the anvil, but we're going to need more, and I'm probably going to need to go and get more at some point, because flux is pretty important. Take that. I don't know how much more flux bearing rock I've got, to be honest. Andesite, andesite, that's andesite. Rock salt, andesite, chalk. I've got a little bit, not a lot. In fact, we'll take you and we will convert you over to proper stuff, good stuff. So yeah, we've got everything we need here. So how do we use it? Well, first off, let me just borrow that, make some more flux. Bang, there we go. We'll top that off. So we're going to take 4 pieces of hematite. Each layer can process 4 pieces of ore, combined with 4 pieces of charcoal. We're going to need to keep some charcoal on us, and 4 pieces of flux. And you feed it as you do the bloomery from the top. So we're going to chuck you in, we're going to chuck you in, and we're going to chuck you in. And if you want to, you can. What I've done in the past is I tend to leave a floating one on the top, and that way it will always go down. Ignite, and that should be working. We can see basically we want to maintain as close to as possible a 1-to-1 relationship between the charcoal and the ore, and we need to get the temperature up so it will bleed into this mold. Simple, huh? So it's going to be a bit of pumping with the old thing. Now this is where we may want to get the automated bellows mod going on it, and one I've not used before, but you have a water filter, it's a steam boiler and a bellows driver, if I remember rightly, and you've got some wrought iron going on here. You've got, what's this one? Wrought iron going on there. Piston, obviously we need a piston shaft, so we need more iron. Now you can see my charcoal's dropped. My charcoal has gone down below the required level. So this is where we need to top it up and maybe throw another one on the top. And that way it will stay there. It is not hot enough yet to do, so I just tend to sit here and pump like this. It's really exciting. And once you're up to temperature, eventually you should start to see the ore get processed, but it does take a while. Several hours, in fact, in game. Several game hours, not. So I'm going to keep on doing this until we are ready, and I'll be back as soon as it starts. Alright, that's started. You can see the pig iron is draining down. This is going down here. It's empty, and there we go. We have one unshaped pig iron. So as soon as this goes from being liquid to metal, that's not going to do me much good, is it, you silly? Come on. Now I could cool it in water, but I don't want to take the chance of accidentally cooling it too far, for obvious reasons. It should almost be there. Come on, just wave you around a bit. Woo! Doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. I don't think. Oh, or maybe it does. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we have our pig iron, so let me stick you on. We stick that in there, and we are going to make an ingot of high carbon steel. Which is not quite there. Bang. And now we need to make an ingot of... I don't think you need to do that. I think it automatically goes over. But this should now become steel. And if we wanted to, well, we can't because we haven't got the right anvil, but we have 1 ingot of steel. And yeah, that's it. That is steel, our first tier 4, is it? Tier 4 metal. 1 down, 13 to go. And then we can make an anvil. And once we've got an anvil, we can then start making tools and other stuff out of steel. But right now, all we can do is make 1 ingot at a time in this forge. So as you can see, it's going to be a little bit painful. I'm just going to check on my livestock while we're in here. What have we got now? Only got... I wish some more of these chickens would grow up so we got chickens rather than roosters. But what we got? Oh, another one fertilized. And oh yeah, another one. But more chickens than we know what to do with realistically. But well, actually, I know exactly what to do with them. I'm going to eat them because, you know, I am not a vegetarian. Yeah, so I am going to continue getting on with the blast furnace. I've got another 13 of these to do, which of course means I need another 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, why is that gone to 60? I don't know. Another 4 of those, and I'm probably going to want some more charcoal out of here. I've used 4 stacks of charcoal, less what's in there now, so we're definitely going through it. But yeah, I'm going to continue with this. Okay, I'm just getting the last 2 double steel ingots done. This has taken a while. The other thing to be aware of is you do need to move with these ones. They will go down to yellow, and they'll lose that weld level very quickly. So you want to get in there, pardon me, get them welded and do it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop these 2 iron in for now, and in the meantime we can oh, pardon me, I've just eaten a great big chunk of melon, and yes, it was lovely, but somewhat heavy. Right, so you need to go in there. Yeah, you might as well all go in there for now. So we've now got a steel anvil. The other thing we're going to want to do is, if we can get this thing off my back, waste not, want not, we're going to want to run this furnace and get that lot melted down, ready to use. Because, you know, you don't want to waste, especially not iron, because it's a pig. So I'm going to heat this up. The reason I want to do this is I want, well, that will give us 16. I need 8 iron ingots to do what I want to do, and I want to make some iron bolt heads. Now they use 4 heads per iron, and also arrowheads, which is exactly the same. These are from TerraFirmaCraft for use with the longbow and the item we haven't built yet, which is a crossbow. So yeah, we're going to get this up and running, and once that's done I will be back with you to forge the actual items. So alright, I've got a couple of ingots coming here at the moment, so the first thing I want to try for is a bolt head. This should be, oh, looks like pinch and hammer. So pinch, hammer, no, pinch, hammer, there we go. 4 iron bolt heads. That should be now ready to go in. In fact, we can turn this one off, to be honest, because we'll get all of those from this malarkey. Doesn't matter, we'll pick and choose one. So we're going to do arrowheads now. That should be Pinch, hammer, hammer. Pinch, hammer, hammer. No. Pinch. No. Pinch, hammer, hammer. Almost. Pinch, hammer, hammer. There we go. That gets us back there. So let's try the same again here. Pinch, hammer, hammer. Pinch, hammer, hammer. Almost. Pinch, hammer, hammer. No. Almost again. Ah. Oh, come on. Oh, it's got hot now. Oh, well. So I'm going to get the rest of these done. I want 16 of each, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay. So I've pulled together most of what we need. We just need some leather, I think it is. I think leather. And yeah, I think we're there. So obviously for the arrows, we are just taking these, and that's going to give us these wrought iron arrows, which are not bloody stacking because of my smithing skill, which is a pain in the bum. That is an issue. So yeah, that is an issue. The smithing skill is going to cause those to not stack, because each one of these had a slightly different. You can see this has got 20 plus 21.1%, so these were all over the shop on those. That's a problem, and they don't work in a quiver. Yes, you can see the dilemma here straight off the bat, can't you? Now we could potentially, although it would waste them at this, we could use an arrowhead mold, which you make just like that, and we could obviously then, if we can, should be able to pour those into, possibly in using a crucible. That's the only way I can think of to get around that. But that is a pain, to say the least. Now, I'm not sure, there's no information whether they do any more damage. I'm assuming that they have a higher survival rate. Or maybe they travel faster. Oh, God. Ah. I wonder if let's just fire all of them. Whether this will get us around it, whether it will reset their MBT values. It's a bit excessive, but 7 left. If we have to do this, it's a pain in the backside, to say the least, but we can fix the bow. There's a thing called casing glue, which bang, and the stain was gone. Sorry, silly bang. It's thing. Right, now crossbow. Let's have a look at the crossbow stuff. So the crossbow itself is made with, we need a bow limb, which we know is a log and knife, so let us get that together. Any particular, I don't know, I don't think it really matters, but let's get that done. So there's our bow limb. We need sinew string, which is sinew fibre, so we need to hammer our sinew. Give me a hammer. Bang, like that. We go like that. That gives us a sinew string. I think that's all we need, isn't it? Yep. If we need more sinew, then we are obviously having to go north again for that. Although I think there may be more animals drop that now. Oh, we just need some planks. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That should do us. So I think it was like, was it that? What am I missing? The bow limb. That gives our crossbow, and we'll take our 4 bolts. And cock it. No, hang on. Have to wait for the... I know, you're still not loaded. Come on. Takes a while. This crossbow is... there you go. Loaded. Now the crossbow, I believe, is not piercing damage. I believe it is crushing damage. So in theory, it's a missile weapon that will work very well against skellybobs. Of course, not so well against the stuff like the zombies and those that the normal bow works so well against. Now, obviously, finding a skellybob is going to be a little bit tricky. So we're going to have to wait for night, I think, for that. But that's fine. We can wait for night. In fact, we don't have to wait that long. We never seem to have to wait long for night anyway. I'm thinking in this barn, I may bring this section back a little bit, just and bring an overhang in for the stable for the hoss. I don't know what you think about that. As an idea. Ooh, let's get some fresh water. And I must sort pigs out sooner rather than later in the next episode or two, because that would be beneficial, I think. So we do need to make more crossbow bolts if we go down that. The only problem is that's a problem. How would we get around that? I suppose we could go up one of these pillars. This pillar here might be ideal, and then we can oh, I don't know, we'll work it out. Yeah, but the horse is familiarised, so I in theory can go ahead and start riding that as soon as I build a saddle. But yeah, anyway, I want to test this crossbow, so let us wait for the evening, and I'll be back. Alright, so I've been shooting a few spideys and stuff, but we've got our first skeleton customer down there, so hopefully... No, it needs... Oh god, this is not ideal if it takes this long to load and you get the drops, but let's get the thing almost there, bang, and pow. That is definitely crushing damage. That is worthwhile. I'm going to, rather than attempt to retrieve that now, I'm going to sleep the night off so those guys can burn up, and then we'll go and retrieve our arrows, what we can, and the world should be good and happy. So yeah, we've got a few chuckleheads hanging around here, but that definitely... What did we get back there? Am I missing? No, don't please tell me they haven't all despawned. Okay, what did we get back? 1 bolt. Great. That is expensive. Okay, come here, Mr. Spider. I'm annoyed now because that cost me metal. Die. I don't really. Oh, hello. See, not as good against a creeper. Not as good as that, anyway. Much better against the old creeper. I honestly think I will stick with the ordinary bow and possibly ordinary arrows. I don't know. I really am in two minds as to which is better here on the arrowy side, but certainly worthwhile having a play with if you're using TerraFirmaCraft anyway. Get the old crossbow and oh hello, we got a Spidey. Now so just because he's passive at the moment, if we can get him to come out. Come on, Spider. Come on out. So you've got 1800 hit points. You've now got things now. Oh, he's a tough little bugger, isn't he? Yeah. Not sure. If you've had a play with it yourselves, do let me know what you think, but definitely I mean, bearing in mind I have got no... Get rid of that. We don't want your stone javelin, sir. I've only got 1 out of 4 and I've lost 4 of those arrows. That is quite pricey should you go out, whereas obviously normal TFC arrows, and also bearing in mind they seem to do as much damage in the longbow, it's a difficult call really. So yeah, but anyway, we have a steel anvil. We've managed to make a crossbow this episode. A few other bits and pieces. I think, as I say, I am going to stick with those for now. We'll leave the crossbow loaded there. That. Oh, keep that out. That lot can go in there. Just got to put the leather away. But I think next episode we'll get a steel sword, perhaps. I'm not going to do the rest of the tools in steel yet, purely and simply because I've already built iron equivalents. And then we'll see where we go next. But maybe get that horse. We've got quite a bit of iron to play with. And obviously we've still got a hell of a lot of hematite to play with in there. So yeah, but this one, this thing, big step in the right direction. So on that note, I think we'll say thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, I will see you soon, and bye for now.